just addressing the problems that I still have after the patch. Now, there are some new problems that were not here before, and right now it appears that if you are creating a superstar, and I'll walk you through what I'm talking about, because, you know, and if you have this patch and you try this, you will see the issue that I'm talking about, because it will happen to you. I used to say, well, maybe it's just me. It's never just one individual or a couple of individuals. It's always, you know, everybody. Everybody has the same patch. Everybody has the same issues, unless your issue is based on a damaged disc or something like that. But anyway, I'm not going to do it here because the game will crash and it'll stop the broadcast. But basically, if I take an elbow pad, right, and I add a logo to it, right? Now this problem just started happening after this patch. It was fine before that because I was doing it all the time, never had an issue, you know. Okay, I put that on there, right? Now, if I copy that over here, because it has a logo on it and I copy it to the other side, it will crash the game. That goes for knee pads and elbow pads. It doesn't go on for shoes because you put them on at the same time anyway, so shoes don't matter, but elbow pads and knee pads definitely. Probably wristbands too. Now, I used to do this all the time before patch 107 and there was no issue, so like I said, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to stop the broadcast, but that is a new problem that we have now. I know they talked about in the patch notes issues about, you know, important parts from one wrestler to another. I know if you try to transfer an attire from one created superstar to another, it will crash the game instantaneously also. But it was like that prior to the patch. So it's still like that now. And another issue that I have is WWE Universe mode. They will not allow created wrestlers to carry tag team belts. Okay? I repeat. Now, I don't know if they'll let you carry a tag team belt, but you cannot assign them a tag team belt. When you try to assign everyone to their belts, created wrestlers are not available on that list. Okay, see? If I take my championship belts, hold on, let me go to tag teams. Okay, I'm at tag teams now. Okay, as you can see, none of my created tag teams are even on here. They're not allowed for whatever reason, but, you know, let me go to edit shows. Okay, so here's my championships, right? Okay, as you can see, you know, I'm putting custom. See how it shows custom championship belts? Okay, that's fine, right? I want to put these women tag team belts on here. But as you can see, created wrestlers are not available on that. You cannot give a created wrestler any tag team belt. If any tag team belt used, whether it's a created tag team belt or a WWE tag team belt, it doesn't matter. Created wrestlers are not eligible for tag team belts, whether it be male, female, it doesn't really matter. They cannot carry those belts. As you can see, my created wrestler is carrying the United States belt, which is the American title, which is a created belt, but whether or not the belt is created or not is not relevant over here. That has nothing to do with it. It doesn't mean anything at all. Let me show you. Let's see. If I replace this with, let's say, that. See, that's a singles belt. So now I can use created wrestlers. See, I can go to custom superstars list and assign him to that belt. But like I said, a tag team belt, custom wrestlers are not eligible for that. And reasons like that, I don't play universe mode, okay? Because when I try to play it, stuff like that happens. I don't recall seeing this issue in 2K19, so I honestly do not even play this. It's annoying to deal with, you know, because I selected only one show and I put nothing but custom wrestlers on there. I can put a created belt on there, I mean a tag team title on there, but I have to give it to WWE wrestlers who are not even on the roster, and it'll let you do that, which doesn't make any logical sense. I don't know if they will allow that wrestler to be on your roster now just because they have the belts, but reasons like that keep me from playing universe mode. And to be honest, stuff like that is very deflating because this game, it has a lot of potential, but it they had the right idea. They could have nailed it, but they just got stupid stuff on this game that just don't make any sense. Another example is create a ring. Create an arena. You have to use those LED lights on your ring. There's no way out of that. Every ring has to have that. Let's say you want to create a ring from the 80s or 90s or something. It's going to have that. You're just going to have to put a texture on it and just pretend like it's not a LED light. But 2K18, 19, you could take it off, delete it, put it. This one, no. You have to have it. Not sure why that is, but. And I understand they got some new paybacks. They have this really cool payback. And I'm going to create the superstar Black Canary just because, her superpower is what the payback is. And I don't use paybacks much because I don't use the HUB hub, which indicates when you have an available payback. I don't have that, or I don't play with that on, so I don't get a chance to use paybacks much. My paybacks are used when the computer uses them against me. That's the only time I ever really see them. But I think this one is really cool. Like I said, it's like a scream or something that knocks everybody out. And I understand, like, some people are not gonna like that type of payback. But it's this right here. It's called Woo. Perform a devastating sonic blast, knocking your opponent to the ground. If you're familiar with the Black Canary superhero, it's a DC female character. I'm not super familiar with her. I only knew about her because I play Injustice 2. And she's on there and she does a finisher move based on that. A special move based on that. And when I researched the character, she does that. So basically, they put that on here. I think that's cool. I mean, it's, they really got some really cool paybacks on here. I love the paybacks. Some of them are a little bit, like, fictional. That I love. This run-in, I love that one. Because the run-ins are not so random. Because usually WWE superstars interfere for no reason. Somebody will just interfere in a match. And there won't be any storyline behind it. If you play exhibition mode, it'll just be, a 2012 version of Triple H just jumping in a match, and you won't know the reason. But so when you use that and you let your created wrestlers with their created partners running in matches, that's what that would do for you. It'll give you that feel. Since the universe mode is kind of messed up, but anyway, now as far as gameplay, I'm still having issues with the resiliency. A lot of times I get put in a finisher and my resiliency is not available, but when I'm not in a finisher, I can use it, which is dumb. That defeats the purpose because it's kind of an easy kick out anyway. And my resiliency doesn't always show up when I'm being put in a finisher submission hold. The resiliency is not available, and if you don't use resiliency, for those of you that know, without rope break, you're tapping out of that. That's a guarantee. You're tapping out of that. No questions asked. Now, one thing they did fix with the gameplay is I am now winning matches without using finishing moves. Now, before, I could not pin an opponent unless I did a signature or finisher prior. This is a 80s character I created. He's not a real character, but he's just 80s based. Somebody I made up. But anyway, Yeah, like I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, about the finisher. I won a couple of matches without using the finishers now. I actually beat somebody after putting him in like one of those wear down moves, and then I pinned him. It was fairly early in the match. That was kind of weird. And then I did it like something like a top rope drop kick or something. And it was not a signature, and I won the match. So they did something there, something that I liked, because I don't want to have to do a finisher move to win a match, because then your leverage pins, your leaning your foot on the ropes, that stuff has no effect whatsoever if you don't have that stuff on. But anyway, this game is still fun, but they gotta fix that universe mode. It's messed up, and it's sort of taking the fun out of the game, because I really wanted to do a universe with my custom arenas, custom wrestlers, custom titles, just create my own thing. But it's messed up because you pretty much can't really use your tag team partners. And let me go back to it so I can show you how ridiculous it is. I mean, here's, I mean, it doesn't make sense. I'm sure it's a glitch, and it's something that they just, maybe they're unaware of it or something. Okay. Maybe they're just unaware of it. I don't know what the deal is. But as you can see, I can change that to a women's custom belt, and I can give it to a custom women's superstar. No problem, right? That makes sense. You want a custom league, right? No problem. You know what I'm saying? But it's these tag team titles. As you can see, I can use custom belts. That's not an issue. I think I already said that. But you no longer have custom wrestlers for any tag team. I already said that earlier. And there was something else I wanted to get into, because let me go to, because even when you go to teams, you can't even put created wrestlers on the tag team. You can't even put them on there. You can't even make them eligible for your universe. And I don't remember where that's at, but okay, here we are. Tag teams. Okay. As you can see, no created wrestlers on this list at all. I have created tag teams under my list, and they don't. Okay, so I didn't. Okay, so I can create some now. Okay, so let me see what happens here. Maybe it'll let me do it now. Perhaps. I don't care what they're called, because I'm not using this tag team. It doesn't matter. They're just called Q, right? I'm not going to save that. Okay, so now that I have them, I don't know why they weren't on there to begin with. Let's see what we got now. Okay, so okay, yeah. Edit championships. Maybe that's what you got to do. I did not, because see, they generally just import everything from the. Okay, now that I've made them a tag team, now I can do it. Okay, I just figured that part out. Well, that's weird, because I thought they were just importing the defaults, but okay, so that's all I got to do apparently. So I guess that part is not an issue anymore. So I'll go ahead and work on my universe. I'm going to do another video on universe to see what else is wrong with this game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm having fun with the game. I do like it, but those were just some of the problems that I was having with this game. apparently I couldn't do that because you have to create new tag teams in order for that to happen. Instead of just, it doesn't have the ones you already created for exhibition. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned. I'm going to drop a Fire Pro Wrestling video very soon with some valuable information on that for those of you that like that game.